Bitcoin is a new kind of money. It is digital money that exists only on the internet. You cannot hold a Bitcoin in your hand like a coin or a paper bill. Instead, it is stored in a digital wallet on your computer or smartphone. This money is not controlled by any single bank, government, or company. It is a global system that anyone with an internet connection can use. The main idea behind Bitcoin is to give people control over their own money. It allows you to send and receive value directly to another person, anywhere in the world, without needing a middleman like a bank. This simple concept is very powerful, and honestly, it changes how we think about finance and trust. People care about Bitcoin for many different reasons. For some, it is a way to protect their savings from losing value. In countries where the local currency is unstable, Bitcoin can be a safer place to store wealth. For others, it is an investment. They buy Bitcoin hoping that its price will go up over time, making them a profit. This has created a lot of excitement and discussion. Beyond investment, many people are drawn to the technology itself. They see it as a tool for freedom. It allows for transactions that are open and cannot be easily censored or stopped, giving power back to individuals instead of large institutions. The core purpose of Bitcoin is to create a decentralized financial system. Think about the money you use every day. It is issued and managed by a central bank, and your transactions go through private banks. These institutions have complete authority. They can freeze your account, block payments, and create more money, which can lower the value of your savings. Bitcoin offers an alternative. It is a system built on mathematics and code, not on the decisions of a few powerful people. This makes it predictable and transparent. Every transaction is recorded on a public ledger that everyone can see, ensuring honesty and openness in the network. This new form of money represents a fundamental shift. It is the first time in history that we have a digital object that cannot be copied. You can copy a music file or an email, but you cannot copy a Bitcoin. This is what makes it valuable. It has scarcity, just like gold. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins created. This fixed supply is written into the code and cannot be changed. This scarcity is a key reason why many believe Bitcoin will hold its value or even become more valuable in the future. It is a system based on rules, not rulers, providing a predictable foundation for a global economy. The story of Bitcoin begins in 2008. A person, or a group of people, using the name Satoshi Nakamoto, published a document online. This document was called Bitcoin, a Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System. It described a vision for a new kind of money that could be sent directly from one person to another without going through a financial institution. This was a revolutionary idea. It came at a time when the world was experiencing a major financial crisis, and trust in banks was very low. Satoshi's paper provided a blueprint for a system of money based on computer science and cryptography instead of trust in third parties. No one knows who Satoshi Nakamoto really is. This name is a pseudonym, and the true identity of Bitcoin's creator remains one of the biggest mysteries of the internet age. After releasing the white paper, Satoshi Nakamoto launched the Bitcoin network in January 2009. They created the first block of transactions, known as the Genesis block. For about 2 years, Satoshi worked with other developers online to improve the software. They communicated through emails and online forums. Then in 2011, Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared. They handed over the control of the code to other developers and have not been heard from since, leaving their creation in the hands of the community. The creation of Bitcoin was not just about making a new currency, it was about solving a difficult computer science problem. This problem is called the double spending problem. With digital information, it is easy to make copies. So, how do you stop someone from spending the same digital money more than once? Satoshi's genius solution was the blockchain. The blockchain is a shared public record of all transactions. It is a chain of blocks, where each block contains a list of recent transactions. This public ledger is maintained by a network of computers around the world, making it very difficult to cheat the system. Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin to be completely open. The software is open source, which means anyone can view the code, use it, and contribute to its development. This openness is a core principle of the Bitcoin community. It ensures that no single person or group can secretly change the rules of the system. The creation of Bitcoin was a gift to the world. It was released freely, without any patents or restrictions. Satoshi's anonymity and departure ensured that the project would grow on its own, driven by a global community of users, developers, and supporters who believe in its potential to change the world for the better. At its heart, Bitcoin works using a technology called the blockchain. Imagine a giant shared digital notebook. Every time someone sends or receives Bitcoin, the transaction is written down in this notebook. This notebook is not kept in one place. Instead, a copy of it is stored on thousands of computers all over the world. These computers are part of the Bitcoin network. Because everyone has a copy of the same notebook, it is very hard for anyone to cheat. To change a transaction, a person would have to change the notebook on thousands of computers at the exact same time, which is nearly impossible to do. This process of adding new transactions to the notebook is called mining. Bitcoin miners use powerful computers to solve very complex math problems. When a miner solves the problem, they get the right to add the next block or page of transactions to the blockchain. As a reward for their work, they receive some newly created Bitcoins. This process serves two important purposes. First, it is how new Bitcoins are created and enter the system. Second, and more importantly, it secures the network. The hard work required for mining makes the blockchain secure and trustworthy, as it makes changing past transactions incredibly expensive and difficult. When you want to send Bitcoin, you use something called a private key. Your private key is like a secret password. It proves that you are the owner of your Bitcoins and gives you the authority to spend them. This key is used to create a digital signature for your transaction, which is then broadcast to the entire network. This process is secured by cryptography, which is a method of using advanced math to protect information. It ensures that only you can spend your money and that your transaction cannot be altered by anyone else once it has been sent. Keeping your private key safe is the most important part of owning Bitcoin. The entire system is designed to be decentralized. This means there is no central server, no main company, and no boss in charge. The network is run by its users, who all follow the same set of rules written into the Bitcoin software. This is very different from a traditional bank, where a central authority controls everything. In the Bitcoin network, everyone agrees on the rules, and decisions about changes to the software are made by the community. This decentralization is what makes Bitcoin so resilient and resistant to censorship. It is a network of peers, working together to maintain a fair and open financial system for everyone. As we look toward 2026, many experts believe Bitcoin could become much more integrated into our financial world. One major event on the horizon is the next halving, expected in early 2028, but its effects will be anticipated long before. The halving is when the reward for Bitcoin miners is cut in half. This event happens about every 4 years and reduces the rate at which new Bitcoins are created. Historically, halvings have been followed by a significant increase in Bitcoin's price because the supply of new coins becomes smaller. Many analysts predict that the period leading up to and following the next halving could create a new wave of interest and investment in Bitcoin. There are several reasons why Bitcoin might become more popular by 2026. One is growing adoption by larger companies and financial institutions. We are already seeing major firms offering Bitcoin investment products to their clients. This makes it easier and safer for ordinary people to invest. Another reason is technological improvement. Developers are constantly working on solutions like the Lightning Network, which aims to make Bitcoin transactions faster and cheaper. If these technologies become widely used, Bitcoin could become more practical for everyday purchases, like buying a coffee, not just for large investments. This could dramatically increase its utility and appeal. However, Bitcoin also faces significant challenges and risks on its path to 2026. One of the biggest concerns is regulation. Governments around the world are still deciding how to handle Bitcoin. Unclear or very strict rules could make it difficult for people and businesses to use it. Another risk is price volatility. The price of Bitcoin can go up or down very quickly, which makes it a risky investment for many. There are also ongoing debates about its environmental impact, as Bitcoin mining uses a lot of energy. Finding solutions to these problems will be crucial for Bitcoin's long-term success and wider acceptance. In conclusion, the future of Bitcoin leading into 2026 is filled with both great promise and serious obstacles. Its journey will depend on a delicate balance of technological progress, regulatory clarity, and market sentiment. The core principles of decentralization and a fixed supply remain its greatest strengths, offering a powerful alternative to the traditional financial system. Whether 2026 sees Bitcoin reach new heights as a global asset or struggle against its challenges is uncertain. What is clear is that it will continue to be a major force in the conversation about the future of money, forcing us all to reconsider what it means to trust and to transact in a digital age.